Everybody in the world knows there's a very serious political crisis in Kenya ongoing at the moment. Okay? But what the world does not know is the crux of this problem. The general view is that Kenyan voters are too emotional. Yeah? That Kenyan voters cannot seem to accept any presidential result. Well, that's a fallacy. That is not true. Now, I'm about to show you a clip that will give you a complete picture of exactly how elections are done in Kenya. And it's going to shock you to your bones. But it's the absolute truth. This is what has been going on in Kenya. The political crisis in Kenya is because of what you see in this clip. Okay? Because you can preach peace until the chickens come home. Yeah? But what about justice? We know that the greatest, one of the things that provokes peace the most is something called injustice. So for the rest of the world and Kenyans who do not understand, the political problem in Kenya is only because of one thing and one thing alone. It's not because of Raila Odinga. It's not because Raila Odinga is hungry for power. It's not because of tribalism. Yeah. It's not because of the tribal politics we have. Yes, all those are factors, but they're not the main problem with our elections. We have had those factors since independence, but we have had peaceful elections. Yeah? The problem we have in Kenya right now, and the crux of the problem, is injustice in our polling system. And you're just about to see something so horrifying that you'll understand what I mean by injustice. In fact, I believe that word does not really do justice to what you are about to watch. Now, there are two ways elections are rigged in Kenya. One, the ballot boxes are stuffed with pre-marked ballots, which are already marked in favor of a certain candidate. Okay? Now, the whole idea is that is one of the reasons why our voters register is padded. You know, we've always had people complaining, oh, you know, there are so many dead voters in the register, etc., etc. The reason for the padding, the extra people in the voters register, is so that this stuffing of votes and the manipulation, yeah, can be accounted for. Yeah, because you cannot have more people voting than actually more people in the voters register. So why not pad up the voters register, have as many people as possible in the voters register, so that when you do your hanky-panky, your adjustment and your fiddling, the sums will be able to balance. You know, the sums will be able to make sense. Okay? Now, the second way elections are fiddled in Kenya is what you're about to see. Okay? A returning officer has finished everything, he has done his sums, then people, dark forces approach him, and they ask him to adjust the figures. Okay? Now I just want you to watch the following clip, okay, up to the end. In the second part of this recording, I will have a little more to say. Okay? Just watch the clip now.
Now, and first believe that it's possible when you because I've already, this form is covered, na nimeprint na nimeandika. Can I cancel what I've written? Wasaini tena. Yeah. Yeah. So there's nothing. So they need to write some explanation on below where I had written that they have refused to sign.
We had not verified. Period. I was authorizing verification. Una ujinga saidi sana.
Dogo, I think as a returning officer, I have a decision to make. The MP is abusing me. I think unaweza kusikia kiongea kwa sasa. Just let it to me. Sema na mmesikia. Mimi nitatoka hapa. Wakitaka kuchukua hizi results mimi nitawacha. And I'll have to leave because I cannot take this anymore. Yeah. But I'm coming to report to officials and I'll file a report about it.
We are signing, file the report. The report you want to file, Karosa, are the ones that you can file. You file the report you want. Let us go. We are doing your work. Mujiko, I'm handing over this to you. Let's go in here.
There is nothing I'm going to do. Sasa nisijibu tafadhali. Nisijibu nini? Ofisa. Nisijibu nini? Nisijibu nini? Ninachukua nini? Nisijibu na mtu. Nisijibu. Ngoja baraka.
Malonza.
Nimefanya kazi yangu bora. Na kurudi ingine.
You say you are not working. You people are not working.
There is nothing I'm going to change. I'm not going to change anything. I have done my work. Na nimemaliza.
You are not on hire, Maronza.
It's okay, just stop fooling. Stop fooling him.
Hey, if he lives here, you are going to be responsible.
Stop. Please stop pushing her.
Somebody is attacking me.
Kindly stop pushing her.
No.
Are you people all of you working?
No.
Are you people all working together?
Why are you pushing him? Why are you pushing him?
I am not doing anything. I've done my work.
Yes.
As a returning officer for Kandara constituency, I have finished that work. It has taken me so much time to finish. There is nothing else I am going to do, dead or alive. I have finished my work.
Can you people, all of you, don't think you understand the law? These are not because all the work we have done. All the work we have done, he wants to spoil. And we agree on what is the law. He has just sought instructions.
I have done my work. I have not changed anything. Twende binguni turudi. I am an officer who has to make decisions and stand by them. If I have any reason to believe that they are right, I've done that.
Let's go and sit down. Let's go and sit down. If this man lives here, the people here will be responsible. We cannot leave. We cannot leave.
Msifuate kwa kaeni huko. Ninyi kaeni huko.
Wamfanyia akae hapa. These are the people who are spoiling elections. What are you recording?
Hey, I'm doing from the media.
Oh.